Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to take a look at the Select Objects tool, and why it's something you should really explore and learn how to use. Because once you learn and understand the Select Objects tool, it will help you be extremely efficient in Maya. When we work with objects in Maya, we will have to select them. So let's take a look at various ways to select and deselect objects in Maya. Now, here I have a scene with a couple of cups. If I want to select one of those, all I have to do is activate the Select tool. Now, we can do that here in the toolbox by activating the Select tool. The hotkey for this is the letter Q now. With this tool selected, all I have to do is hover over an object and left-click on it and it highlights. If I want to select another object, all I have to do is left-click on that, and that object will highlight. And also notice how the other object deselect. Now, if I want to deselect my objects, all I have to do is left-click on nothing, and that will deselect. Now, if I want to select more than one object, all I have to do is hold down the Shift key. So I can select one object, hold down the Shift key, select another object, and notice how that highlights. Also notice how the last object selected is highlighted in green. Now, this can be important later in Maya, because a lot of tools depend upon the order of selection. So knowing which object was selected last can be very useful. Now, if I continue to hold down the Shift key and select, you'll notice how that green highlight moves around as I select everything. Now, if I want to deselect a specific object, all I have to do is hold down the Shift key and click on it again. So I can deselect as well as select by holding down the Shift key. So I've deselected all of these. But if I want to, I can reselect by clicking on this, or I can just toggle by left-clicking more than once. Now, if you want to select multiple objects at one time, you can do what's called a marquee select. And that's simply left-clicking and dragging. So when I left-click and drag, notice how I get a box. And if that box overlaps any part of an object, that object will be selected. So in this case, I'm not completely over these two cups, but they select. And if I want to deselect, I can just left-click off of those. And if I select an object, I can also hold down the Shift key, and use that as well with Marquee Select. So again, I can hold down the Shift key, select these, and they will select, and these will select. And then I can also use the marquee to deselect if I want to. Now, there are times when a simple box isn't the right shape for selecting objects. And in those cases you can also use the lasso tool. So this tool is here. All we have to do is activate it. And it's very similar to the lasso tool in Photoshop. All you have to do is just draw a shape. And as long as those objects are inside or touch the shape, they will be selected. And again, we can use this with the Shift key to hold down the Shift key and select. Or deselect multiple objects. Now, if we want to, we can also use the Select menu in Maya. We can select all. And notice how we have a hotkey here of Ctrl-Shift-A that just selects everything in the scene. We can deselect all. And notice how we have a hotkey here of Alt-D, or we can do what's called a select inverse. So if I Shift-select these two, and do select inverse. And notice how we have a hotkey here of Ctrl-Shift-I, it will select everything but those objects that are selected. And again, these tools can be very handy, depending upon the situation that you have. So as you can see, there are a number of ways to select and deselect objects so that you can work with them in Maya. We hope you will like it. Let us know your opinion. If you have any questions, then please let us know. Please like, comment, share. We need your support, and guys, please don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.